Whew. I managed to set up my camera. My voice is still gone from E3. I got back like a week ago. I've been trying to spend the week healing up, but none of it's working. I'm about to fly out on another trip tomorrow to DC, so I'm really trying to rush this video together because I wanted to give you guys an update. Like I said, I want to do more con videos. I've been going to a lot of conventions, you know, since 2015. This one was probably one of the better ones that I've ever attended. So E3, as some of you may have known from just personal interaction with me, E3 is probably my favorite convention. It's like a good balance between industry and consumer. So it feels like, you know, it's got that right balance of magic, but also that right balance of professionalism in it. You see, last year when I attended, I was just a normal attendee and whatnot. I actually was lucky enough to get some help from my friend Fiona. She managed to help get me a pass, and I had no idea what to expect, but of course they announced Smash Ultimate last year, meaning that I got the chance to be one of the first to try that game out. That was probably the only game I got to try, aside from Pokemon Let's Go, which I ended up working with anyways, so I ended up getting to play that game a lot more. This year, I pretty much tried everything. I pretty much met everyone that I wanted to meet, so let's go through the list real quick. I want to give you guys full update and coverage of E3, and I'm really rushing this video out. I'll probably do some more in-depth coverage on some of the games if you guys have some requests in the comments. And there's some games that I do have footage of, but I wanted to talk a little bit about the main ones. So first off, as soon as the doors opened up on that first day, I rushed all the way over to Pokemon. Of course, Pokemon being one of my childhood favorites, Sword and Shield being on the hype list for a lot of folks, but I got in line. I was one of the first people to try it out, and as you saw, I posted that video I think last week while I was still at the convention of Yamper, the electric corgi Pokemon. I also discovered on my second playthrough, yes, I lined up again to do the second playthrough on the last day, that there's another new Pokemon too, and I think there's a lot of other channels that cover that one up. I didn't get any pictures myself, but I think it was pretty cool that they left new Pokemon in the demo straight up. As you know, there's a lot of controversy recently over the new Pokemon, just given the fact that not all Pokemon will be available in this new game. That said, I think that the Dynamax thing is kind of meant to be the substitute for Mega Evolution, and I really like the fact that you can do that with any Pokemon, and it seems to be a fun gimmick so far. It's just, we went through the water gym. I actually lost the first time, so I decided to do it with the challenge. I wanted to pick Grookey the entire time. I'll post the full footage in another video. I'm going to edit that and clip that together, but that first attempt I completely lost all the matches, but I at least got to show off all the Pokemon to the viewers. I went back around the second time and I still didn't heal. You're given a chance to heal before you fight Nessa, the gym leader, and I still managed to edge it out right at the end because Grookey died to a critical hit. I wish I had that moment recorded because I popped off so hard. I was extremely mad that he got critical hit right in that critical moment. Oh boy. But then I managed to win and I still got my pins, so everything was good. Now the big ones, let's get to the big ones, because I think that a lot of people have a lot of hype for Cyberpunk 2077. And the way they did that for a lot of, for the viewers was to usher us into a room. We got to sit there and watch one of the demonstrators play the game, and they mainly explain the different routes that you could take to accomplish the same goal. I think that while there's a brawler character and it's very easy to fall into you know, simple first-person shooter territory, the other modes are pretty cool. The hacker mode, which allows you to do a lot of stealth things, and also I think that there's a in some of the pre-release footage too, there's a wire that this hacker character uses, and that was very interesting. It slices up your opponent and then allows you to take advantage of pretty sly techniques to like come back around and then eliminate your foes. I think the biggest thing that I noticed was that there wasn't really much of a reason to play the brawler character, because the brawler character ends up pretty much incentivizing you playing pretty much like a first-person shooter. So I will add that a little bit to my criticism. I didn't know much about Cyberpunk 2077 coming in. This was something that all my friends told me, like, go check it out. I heard it's really cool. And I'm not that big a fan of first-person shooters, admittedly, but Cyberpunk 2077 definitely on the list. Mainly for the hacker and the alternate paths that you can take. I definitely think that's something of note. I tried Final Fantasy VII on the second day as well. I lined up right there in the morning too because I knew it would be very hard to get a ticket in order to get in there. But when you get in line, you're greeted by a few ladies actually, as actors of security for Shenra. So that was pretty cool to talk to them with. I wish I had some footage of it. That lady was terrifying. Whoever you are, lady, I hope you get a raise. I hope you end up being picked up by Hollywood. you were such a great actress. You creeped me out. I think I nearly pissed my pants throughout the entirety of that line because she was such a great actress. But once we got in there, we got to try out the game. I'm not very familiar with the Final Fantasy series, admittedly. The greatest extent is I play Cloud in Smash Brothers, you know, for Wii U specifically. I do play him a little bit now, but getting to play the new version, I heard it did mix in a lot of elements of combat from Final Fantasy 15 with the story from Final Fantasy 7, and I think atmospherically they did a lot great and edged you towards the right direction with the atmosphere of the room they put you in to allow you to learn about how to play the game. The actual combat was really fun, and getting to slow down time in order to perform all these different attacks was very interesting. I think it's definitely a game I'm going to pick up. Having never experienced Final Fantasy VII before on the PlayStation, I think that this is something that's worthy to pick up. Although I know that there are multiple installments to this thing, I'm definitely interested now. I've never played a full Final Fantasy game. I'm very much a normie. I'm a 90s kid through and through, so Pokemon and Nintendo and some PS2 licensed games are definitely my jam, but I think I'm going to be willing to try out Final Fantasy VII, the remake, just for the new combat things. And this is you'll see this is a running theme throughout this video. It's just a lot of games that I never thought I would give a chance to. I tried out at E3, and of course the hype is kind of, it's a train, you know. Once they get you to try it out, you'll be more willing to try it out in the future. On that note, I tried out Borderlands 3, the first Borderlands game I've ever played, and it's a new game that hasn't been released yet, so they allowed us to capture some footage, and they put us in this very nice room. There's a funny story regarding this. I was playing my session, I was probably about 15 minutes in, so I was almost done, and of course, Soulja Boy's entire posse walks into the room, being extremely loud. Soulja Boy wasn't with them. I think one of the guys from Odd Future was with them as well. I think Mike or something like that. Extremely noisy, but they just came in and started ripping on DJ Khaled and Drake, and me and my friends were just sitting there completely amused by their entire conversation. So wherever you guys are, that really made our day. Thank you guys so much for that. So in addition, there's 3 more games I get to try out. I literally tried out most of the important ones this time. Catherine Full Body, tried it out. It's a new remaster of the old Catherine. I also had no experience with this game. Pretty interesting enough puzzle game. They have a new remix mode, and they do have another character. It's Catherine with a Q now, apparently. I mean, sure, okay. I'm interested to try it out. If I got a friend that's going to get the game, then I'm probably going to borrow it from them. That's what I'll say. I don't know very much about it. Okay, Avengers Square Enix, you know, everyone saw that trailer, everyone was like, what is this game? It's like from 2003 or something like that. The gameplay and the cutscenes within the game look so much better than the trailer. I have no idea who cut the trailer together. That trailer did not do any of the actual gameplay footage justice. I wish that you guys were in there with me to really get to see all the things that you could do as the Avengers. They really did put a lot more effort into the actual gameplay and cutscenes, and I think that that's going to show when there's more footage that comes out. And I really hope this game is good, because if Spider-Man showed us anything, it showed us that, you know, we can do a lot of different things that don't have to just all. I mean, they still kept a lot of similar arcisms. I guess we'll call them arcisms, you know, at this point. But the Avengers is very different. There's a lot of gameplay styles in there. It'll be interesting to see how Square Enix takes all these different methods of play and just fuses it into something coherent. I wish they had Hawkeye, though. We all want Hawkeye on there, okay? The last game I got to try was Link's Awakening, and of course, Link's Awakening being an old favorite, you know, and it's a remaster, not a remake, so don't forget that. I think the thing that Nintendo seems to hit out of the park every single time is all the representatives are very friendly, very nice to talk to. I got placed with somebody who was really familiar with the Zelda series, and she was able to guide me through a lot of the dungeons and whatnot. I managed to pick up my sword, managed to make my way around the town in there. I think it was overall a great experience, and I really love the art style. Some people are critics of it. I adore it. I mean, I can't get around it. It's pretty cute, pretty darn cute, and well, I'm still working on Breath of the Wild, so I may pick it up after I finish Breath of the Wild, depending on how that goes. This is a 2D game. I think it looks like a fun exploration game. Now, let's talk a little bit about the other things that happened at the convention, too. First night, we had a Snoop Dogg concert that I showed up to with a few of my friends. I was right up at the front. I'm pretty sure I got secondhand high thanks to Snoop Dogg. Don't demonetize me, YouTube. It's not like I'm making money from these things anyways. really fun party. Stuntman Gene and Lucid Sound always know how to throw a great time, so there's no doubts in my mind that I have a great time. And my voice is still gone from that concert, so thank you guys. Thank you guys. I'm coughing up my lungs constantly thanks to you guys. So it's been a week, and I'm still not better, so all the blame's on you. I'm gonna go to DC tomorrow and I'm still gonna be terrible. So, oh gosh. Okay, in addition, I also got to meet Doug Bowser and Charles Martinet. Charles Martinet is somebody I've always wanted to meet, voice of Mario, Luigi, Wario, Waluigi, all that stuff. You can see in the picture there that we're both doing this L over here, and wait, is this it? Yeah, that's it. So I'm pretty sure we both want Waluigi and Smash. Let's just trigger a few people while I'm doing this video. Doug Bowser is an extremely nice person, and I think that he's going to do Nintendo a lot of justice in the future, especially with the Sword and Shield controversy. I really hope he manages to pull them out of that and they do some talking with the fans. Maybe they'll be able to reverse the decision, although that's all up to Mazda. In addition, I got to meet Matt and Aaron Bozon, the creators of Shantae. People I just had no idea. I didn't expect to meet them at all, but we ran into them on the way out of the bathroom on the second day. What a crazy way to, you know, finish that day off. That's just the E3 magic there. I got to meet two of the people that I really look up to in the indie scene of gaming. Both extremely nice. Both spent a lot of time talking to me about how they got Shantae into Smash as a spirit and how that all works out. So I talked to also Tanaka from Atlus. He's the senior vice president there as well. And so apparently when you submit your character to Smash, you send the files over to Nintendo if you're affiliated with them, and then you just don't hear from them again. You don't really have any idea. Although I think Sakurai and Sora Limited do confirm with them. So for Joker, they knew about a year out in advance. So that means that this was in the works for the longest time. On the other hand, Matt and Aaron Bozon did submit Shantae for contention to be in Smash Brothers. Although that happened about around the same time, they tell me. They just submitted the files though, and they had nothing from Nintendo came back to them. So, but they found out through the trailer, like everyone else, that Shantae was in Smash as a spirit battle. So that's pretty cool. Matt told me that he got really emotional, even seeing that battle, even when he played it himself. So it's really gratifying to see that there's some creators out there that really truly know how to represent the gaming industry. Just very friendly people overall, and stay in touch with them. Whew, last battery change. Why are all my batteries dead? And why are all the Fortnite streamers named Doctor or something like that? I have these pictures here. I have no idea who these guys are, but they're both, I mean, Dr. Lupo was very nice. Dr. Disrespect got kicked out, as many of you know. I show up in his actual video, so links in the description. Go throw that a view and just see how awkward I am. Thank you guys for watching. That was pretty much my E3 experience. I want to thank Joshua Drake and then Nick Trotter for inviting me to come be a part of the fun this year. I want to do a recap of last year's E3 because I've been wanting to do that for a long time. I've been waiting for a photo from that for the longest time, and I've still never gotten a response to it. So maybe I can make that video and have some help in finding that picture. I really want to find that picture, and I'll explain that to you in the next video. I'd also like to thank Isaac, Varun, and Connor for giving me a place to stay in LA while I made this last visit. I'll pretty much be back in LA full-time soon, hopefully, so and you'll see more regular videos from me there. Thank you guys for watching. I'm going to cut this entire thing together. It's going to take me about like 2 or 3 hours, and I've got to fly out to Washington, D.C. probably at around 7 a.m. tomorrow, so it's going to be a long night, and I'm buzzing on some energy drink that I still got from the convention, so yeah, don't get those banned energy drinks. They don't taste very good, sorry. Thank you guys for watching. Take care.